Right, time now for the Lions of St. Mark. And indeed, this year is the Lions of St. Mark because we've got a duel. As you know, this accolade is modeled on the lion statue in St. Mark's Square, Venice, where the first festival, Cannes Lions, before Cannes, was Venice, a festival of creativity. And it was held for the first time in 1954. With this, we recognize individuals who've made a long and outstanding contribution to creativity in the world of communications. To present this, obviously, please welcome back the chairman of Cannes Lions, Mr. Philip Thomas.
Thanks a lot. Me again. The Lion of St. Mark honours those who've made a really significant contribution, an outstanding contribution to creativity in our industry. This year, Cannes Lions is delighted to present this very, very special award to a formidable team, Jeff Goodby and Rich Silverstein. These two industry greats have had a profound influence, not only through their much celebrated and creatively groundbreaking work, but also by being an inspiration to so many other people. Having started their careers, both of them in journalism, they first met at Ogilvy and Mather before setting up their own agency with Andy Berlin in 1983. They won their very first Lion for the Mill Valley Film Festival, going on to win numerous others across all metals and every single category, encompassing an unprecedented variety of styles. Some of their much-loved campaigns include the legendary Got Milk, the Budweiser Lizard, Invent for Hewlett-Packard, the NBA's I Love This Game, and that fantastic spot, Skateboarding for Nike. More recently, they've excelled with creativity that transcends media, such as I Am a Witness, which was the very first emoji for a social cause, and Cheeto's Museum. In fact, much of their work has entered the permanent collection of the Museum of Modern Art in New York. The influence Jeff and Rich have had on advertising is clearly seen by the people whose careers have been launched at their agency and who've gone on to found an unbelievable number of agencies all over the world. They're also really good guys and immensely good fun. So before we meet them on stage, let's take a look at some of their fantastic work.
We heard about this, I don't know, 3 or 4 months ago, and here we are, and it's humbling. All right, I decided to use my 2.5 minutes, they weren't going to give me any more than that, as a public service announcement. I want to say how lucky you all are. You get paid to do what you do. You get to walk in the door and use your brain every day. It's pretty amazing. You get to play with popular culture. You get to make a mark on the planet. It's really powerful stuff. So I have a suggestion. Do it with humility, humanity, intelligence, wit, humor, and art. We've been trying to do it for, I think, 36 years. We didn't start with a plan. All we wanted to do, two stupid guys who wanted to do something different. And I would only suggest be true to yourselves. That's who you are. And that's what we've tried to do. We never believe good is good enough. We're so hard on ourselves, it's crazy. Yeah, okay. I know I can improve this too. I'm trying. I'm going to rewrite it. Never give up, okay? Always learn, always evolve, always listen. Listen to what the client's saying and go, that's what it is. Okay, I can fix that. Pros make things look easy. And it comes with practice and practice and practice. And you just have to learn it. We didn't know anything. But here's, along the way, you get rejected, you get criticism, you get judged, you have disappointment every day. And the art of this whole business is how you're going to deal with it. How are you going to get it up in the morning? How are you going to shake it off? How are you going to keep going? How are you going to keep caring? How are you going to keep learning, evolving? So I have some advice, and pardon me to Apple in a moment, but sometimes take the amazing phone, put it in your pocket, and look up at the sky and see the clouds go by. It's amazing. See how the light hits a building. See how maybe a typeface on a restaurant looks. Open your eyes. Be present. Oh, God, now I'm preaching. Take the buds out of your ears for a little while and listen to the birds. Appreciate the moment. Read the news. And most important, be good citizens of the world, okay? We've been lucky to learn how to do that or try. We're proud that we've taught a bunch of people along the way. I want to thank the festival. I don't know what they're doing with us. Thank you very much. My incredible wife for 36 years of this business, Carla, I love you. My amazing daughter who's in the stands, and Aaron back home and their families, and all the partners here in San Francisco and all the associates listening. But, I couldn't do it without my partner in crime. He's amazing, he's remarkable, and I love him. I'm done.
Wow. Okay, that's the pep talk. Coach is done. Thanks for having us. It's a very deep honor. People shake their heads and ask me all the time how we did this, how we quit our jobs and built this thing and got here tonight. You know, they talk about how hard it must have been. First of all, it helped to be stupid, as Rich pointed out, and I don't want to have to go into great detail about that part. And I look back in amazement at how it all fell into place for us, actually. Even the smallest thing. If even the smallest thing had been different, we wouldn't be here. Somehow I had a mother who taught me to draw and paint, and a father who taught me to care about other people and see things through their eyes. I could have gone on working as a newspaper reporter, but I moved to California with my wife, Jan. And I thank every editor who utterly and completely failed to hire me at that point. The creative director at McCann in San Francisco, Charlie Martell, could have canceled this meeting that he had with an idiot that he didn't know, but he didn't, and instead he gave me a formula for making an advertising book at home, like from scratch, which was amazing. I had no idea. Stu Hyatt at J. Walter Thompson and Hal Riney at O&M didn't have any reason to pay attention to a person like me. But Riney did, and you know, somehow Riney saw the nothing that I had to offer as something, and it was big. Working for Hal, I could have thought I knew everything already, but I found out that after 28 years on this earth, I knew nothing, and was working for a man who thought his 26-person shop could do the best work in the world, and they really did. It was an amazing thing. Let's stop for a minute and talk about a guy I met at Hal's place. He's the one up here with me tonight. You should be so fortunate as to find a guy like this. Rich is like my night vision goggles. He sees things that I don't see. There are hundreds of people here tonight. He is not like any of you. Some ways that's good, other ways, you know. He knows what things should look like better than you do. The great shared lives we all have and makes them better. Imagine that Rich comes into your life, but also Andy Berlin, who stirs the two of us to be unhappy with what anybody else would think was like a perfect life. Somehow, how does this happen? We have this side hustle. We start up. It's called Amazing Software, a computer game company. We rename it Electronic Arts. They do okay. Then on a foggy night in Andy's driveway, the side hustle becomes a business. It's crazy. I've just had my first child. I have a mortgage. I call Jan from a phone booth and tell her what's happening. Amazingly, she goes along with this and always has, and I thank her for that. So have my dear children, Nina, Nathaniel, and Grace. They've acted as creative conscience for me since the time they crawled around our unvacuumed office. There are countless clients who have stumbled into our lives, somehow found us interesting. Every single one could have been happy with what they had, but they came to us. And then there are the people, the precious people. A lot of them are here. I'm so happy about that. Who somehow found their way to us. And I've said that every person that comes to our company changes it in some way, and that's true. It's never the same again, every person. Finally, there are special people outside our company, a lot of those are here too, who have enhanced our humor, given life-altering advice, suggested iconic scenarios, even handed me full-blown words and scenes and ideas that I've gotten total credit for. It was awesome, thank you. The point is, I didn't do it. It did it to me. I found a whole life lying on the ground, and I just looked around and picked it up. Thanks for your help.
Lions of St. Mark, Jeff Goodby and Rich Silverstein.